everyone. I recently got asked a question how I made the Port Charlotte versus Braden River reel. You guys can also go back into my last video and watch it yourself just for a better look. But yeah, here's the timeline.
Right now, what you gotta do, you gotta enjoy this moment together. You gotta think about all those hours in the Iron Palace, out there on the tennis court, underneath the tent. You gotta think about all those memories, because all that work was for this time right now. And let's come back home, humble and hungry. Are we clear on that?
Yes, sir.
Remember, we're chasing history, all right? All right.
It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. Yeah. And I'm feeling good.
So there you have it. Probably one of my favorite ones I've made. I messed around with a lot in this video. I went into nested sequences, I went into adjustment layers, a lot of things that I haven't really worked with in the past. When I first was trying to figure out like how am I going to make this video, I was thinking a lot of things like making something that I made in the past, something that wasn't as epic, a lot more slow. But this time I wanted to do something that was more epic, something that more followers will engage with. So what I wanted to do was make like sort of like a trailer kind of thing. Yeah, let's get into it. Feel free to ask any questions in the comments. I will definitely answer them as best as I can. I'm still new, I think, to this. A lot more people have been in the content industry, sports video industry, and I'm still learning myself, so bear with me. Let's get into it. All right, so first shot, we got a nested sequence, and that basically is because I am time remapping. I'm also I'm working with a different scaled size video, so I wanted to be zoomed in. I wanted to be able to put some keyframes in on the position of where I was, where I wanted the video to be. Skip some more frames ahead. I added a sound effect that I found on YouTube. You can find the YouTube MP3 converter online, and you can just add those to your videos. And then I started adding some VR light transitions. Basically, it gives you that red and green kind of flash, and it goes smoothly into the next clip. And what I kind of wanted to do, was my thought process was that as the coin is flipping into the air and the referee is catching it, the player's kind of going through, like, you know, what the game is going to be like, you know, what the game style is, what, like, how is the game going to unfold. So I put in a lot of like 2-second clips, 200% speed. Everything's really fast. That small little vibration there on when there's hits, and it makes it a little bit more epic. So I did 4 clips there. Last clip was an interception, probably one of the biggest plays in the game. It was a pick 6. And then right when the music slows down, I decided, you know, I didn't really have anything at that time. I was like, all right, I got a lot of this space where there's nothing happening with the audio, and I couldn't really find any clips that I liked that would fit into this spot. So I figured this would be a great spot for me to throw on my logo. I added the coach talking into this part because obviously it's just my logo. There's the effects, and it kind of felt like a lot of dead space into the intro. The first 10 seconds should be important. You really want to catch the viewer's eye. So I added the coaches talking. I think it keeps the viewer into the video. So I added that coach's post-game speech at the end, going into the more slower clips, the more build up to the dramatic ending. I added this easy default fade, basically, just to dissolve into the running back close up, kind of closing his eyes, looks off to the distance, and I split up the coach's speech into another part, so there was time for the music to start beginning and start dissolving and building up to the dramatic ending of the video. Then I added some more light rays, light peaks. I forget what it's called. It's the transition. Easy to find in Premiere, and then it goes more into just player close-ups. Player close-ups, I think, are a great way to present characters in your video. This is probably one of my favorite shots. You see a lot of this stuff in hype videos, intro videos. Players that are praying, I think, is a great shot. Adds a lot of emotion to the video, and that's really good for your audio to add in and make it more dramatic. And then straight after that player praying, I got a player who is yelling and screaming to show more that epic feeling. Still really soft, still building up. Got another nested sequence. When I'm time remapping, I can't do some of the things that I want to do when I'm putting position keyframes in. So I'm trying to zoom in on that coach as well as slow him down. So you got to nest your sequence so you could do that. I ran into that problem, didn't realize what I was doing. I got pretty frustrated. Then I realized what happened, put the nested sequence in, and then I started putting some keyframes in there so that I could get what I wanted. Add some more coach speech audio as he is shown in the video, and I really love that transition right there. I thought that was great. Pretty easy transition to throw in there. Another player yelling. Pretty simple here. You know, this is a great time to put some slow-mos in there, put some more transitions in there. And then, you know, I kind of wanted to, I don't know, I really struggled right here because I wanted to get something good going into the video. Put in the player flip. So yeah, a lot going on here. Bass drops. Got player catching a touchdown. Sped it up to like 200%. It's always great to speed up those big plays. Make sure that the audio's in the right place for the catch. Another transition. Very fast, probably like 300%, 200%. I don't even know. I really wanted to speed up him getting up, put in another transition, slowed it down a little bit more to where he kind of does his celebration. I don't even know what that is, but he does a celebration. I put adjustment layer in there, and that is so we get that vibration effect. I could have probably made it a little bit more dramatic. Anyways, it did the job. Still made it really dramatic. One of my favorite shots. And then that went into the default transition, dissolve transition. Player defending a pass play. No adjustment layer there. Want to move into the next clips very quickly. Still want to make some clips kind of clear. So then the gang tackle moves into this pregame shot, which I wanted to throw in. I thought it'd be cool if I could combine this play that they're running. Obviously, every team runs a draw. So as they were going over their draw, handoff, practicing that whole thing, I wanted to transition that into the game. So I did dissolve, handoff to the running back. He pushes it in for a touchdown. Straight into the running back running again. And then I put in some adjustment layers here, some more vibrations, slowed it down because I was ending the video. Put some vibrations in there. That is basically doing that. You would put in an adjustment layer, and then you would put effects on that adjustment layer, and you would use direction blur to make it, you add that to when there's any kind of impact, the player falling down here, and then the running back stepping over the defensive back that missed him. And I made that blur really dramatic, as you can see, but I thought that really ended the video, especially with the audio being so dramatic at that point. And then music fades away. I got a player coming at me. Jamal Streeter, had him coming at me. He kind of gave me the ending to my video, so I wanted to throw that in there. Very clean shot. Everything's in focus. And that's how I ended it. I ended it with cross fade, constant power on the clips audio, and then an exponential fade, just so the rest of that audio that I selected is gone. So that's how I made the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you got everything you could out of it. If I get any more questions on how I made videos, I'll definitely keep making them. But other than that, I hope that it helped anyone that needed help.